Get excited, because the secret to unlocking your psychic ability, it's about to be revealed by this gentleman right here.
Psychic medium Matt Frazier joins us this morning for a simple exercise that can help you test your intuition. All right, Matt, welcome back.
Good morning. It's great to be here with you.
Let's talk about intuition first. It's something we all actually have a psychic ability. Is that true?
Absolutely. Everybody has psychic ability, and it actually starts with intuition. And intuition is actually the building block to a psychic ability. So we all have our five senses, and intuition is like a sixth sense. It's like that just clear knowing, that conversation that you have deep within yourself. Like, have you ever had that experience where you knew the phone was going to ring before it happened, or
yes,
okay.
Absolutely. Or something happens and then you think it's going to happen and then it does, or whatever it may be. We've all had that feeling.
Right, or maybe
Intuition.
you get like that, feeling in the pit of your stomach that's like, oh, this isn't going to be good. Or maybe just the opposite. Maybe you have like that knowing that you should call somebody or check up on them, and then, or an old friend that you feel that you should be reconnecting with. The next thing you know, you find out good news that they just had a baby or they just got married, like all these different ways. And that's, that inner hint that you get is actually your intuition talking to you and, guiding you to make these different calls or make these different decisions.
Now, someone like you obviously has a whole lot of intuition, probably much more than someone like me. Can I learn intuition, or is it something that's innate in my brain and I'll never either learn or not learn it?
No, you can definitely, we all have intuition, but the more that you listen to it, the more that it grows. It's just like a conversation. The more that you're kind of talking to the inner voice inside of you, and the more that you're calling on your intuition, the more that it's working behind the scenes and it's giving you these different cues and kind of guiding you to make different decisions, or, guiding you with different things that come up within your life.
Now, one thing I want to talk about is the holidays are coming. It's already November, and a lot of people, it's a very sentimental time, emotional time, because we do spend time with our loved ones around the holidays. What if we've lost someone? How can we kind of look for signs or symbols that they're around us?
Well, let's just start off by saying that coincidences just don't happen, at least not in my world anyway. Our loved ones are always with us, and especially these times during the holidays, they will make their way into our life in a different way, through signs and symbols. I feel that we all receive signs and symbols, in one form or another from our loved ones on the other side, just to let us know that they're there. It's like a postcard from heaven or a hello from heaven to let us know that they're there, that they're okay, and that they're safe and at peace. And these signs can come in many different things. Maybe, you're sitting at home reading and all of a sudden you smell your grandmother's Jean Naté, out of nowhere. Or maybe it's just that, you are driving in the car and you hear your dad's favorite song who had passed on the radio. I mean, there's so many different signs, and it's a unique way that they're going to be able to communicate with you and let you know that they're there. Have you ever received a sign for yourself?
I absolutely have. It was interesting. I was in college. I was broke. Sound familiar? And my car they told me that my car was like going to cost so much money to fix it. I was crying. I was sitting at the mall in the middle, like the core, eating a Subway sandwich, crying, literally crying. I look over, and on the chair next to me is a folded $100 bill. And I looked around like, who's playing a joke on me? Picked it up, felt it. It was real. It was a real $100 bill. Folded, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with it, but I looked up and I swore it was my grandfather who put it there for me. Somehow led me to it. Something like it was
Wild.
like I needed money so bad, and who cries when they're eating lunch, right? And it was for me. I swear that was a sign. Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting, right?
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but everybody's had them. I'm sure everybody at home has a story where
right. And some people, like at every event that I have, I hear different stories of, who finds feathers, who finds pennies. Lucky Ashley, you got a $100 bill, but some people find pennies, they find dimes with the date, of their loved one's passing on them, or maybe their loved one's birthday on the date of the dime. I mean, it's all different ways that they're constantly connecting and communicating. And all you have to do is ask your loved ones on the other side for signs and ways that they can let you know that they're there, and they will come to you in just a discreet way. And sometimes, and the same thing with intuition, is that when your body is more calm, because a lot of times when we're going throughout the day, like our minds are racing, and kind of sometimes we ignore the signs or the symbols that we receive, or we kind of ignore or don't see these different messages just because of the fact that we have so much that's going on in life. But if you just kind of like walk down the beach, or you take some time for yourself to kind of sit down and just relax and let your mind calm down and kind of get in that oneness of yourself, that's when you're apt to receive the most messages, and also to tap into your intuition as well.
Right, so listen to it, pay attention to it. So you actually, in your book, Matt, you have an exercise that people can try to test their intuition, and they can work on it through this exercise. So we're kind of tweaking it a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so yes, explain what we're doing here.
Okay, so here's what you're going to do. We have folders that are here with all different meteorologists from your news team.
Okay.
And you're going to pick up a folder, so pick your poison. You and Ashley.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this folder. Now, what do? We open the folder?
No, you're gonna
Okay.
hold it on to your lap. And basically, and you can do this at home as well. This isn't something that, it's just here.
How can they do it at home? Pick up a magazine?
Yeah,
or?
pick up a magazine. We'll give you, you could turn to page number 16 and see on page 16, you can do the same thing. Just gonna hold this out in front of you and just start to think in your mind, to start to visualize, okay, what are you feeling? Are you sensing a male in this folder? Are you sensing a female? Are you sensing, what colors do you think this person is wearing? Do you feel like it's going to be, the color blue, the color red, the color purple? Just start to kind of pick that up and feel it out.
So you're thinking deliberately about this image, even though you
Yes.
don't know what it is.
So clear your mind out of all other thoughts that are there, or you can shake it out, whatever's good
Taylor
for you.
Swift teaches me lots of things.
And just kind of focus on what you think that's in there. And kind of you can turn to all your feelings. Basically, what your intuition does is that it uses all your different senses. So you're kind of tapping into, your vision to kind of see what you kind of visualize in front of you. You're tapping into your feelings on the inside to kind of feel like. And you
Okay.
guys are really serious about this. I see that,
Okay.
I'm
there's
not
full eye
fooling.
closing, there's full like.
Mindfulness. I'm in. I'm in it to win it.
Okay.
I think I've got who I think it is. I think I know who it is.
If I'm between two people, is there a way that it can be helped a little bit?
Yep, just say that, when this is something a tip that you can do, just say, okay, the person who's in this folder is going to be on the left.
Okay. I think it's 22 News Storm Team Meteorologist Nick Bannon. Oh, it's Brian.
I'm going
Lapis.
with 22 News Storm Team Meteorologist Nick Bannon.
Oh, well, we're going to work on
We
our
have work
intuition.
to do. We have work to do. Thank you so much for swinging
You're very
by.
welcome.